my favorite joke, like it's not even really a joke, but like one of the jokes I've watched more than anything is the Sebastian Ross Dress for Less joke. Do you know
Yeah,
the one? I think we
of
probably watched
course.
it together like 50,000 times.
So it's his
And
first.
it's not like he's like just talked like Ross, and it looks like a bomb went off in there. It's like, how do these people shop? And he just picks up a thing, and then he does this giant crow hop outfielder's throw of like an underwear, and it's just that act out makes
Yeah,
me laugh harder than almost any joke I've ever seen.
that's a great little homework. If you haven't watched it, just Google Sebastian Manis. Or he's just Sebastian now, but TJ Maxx Ross thing. And I agree. That's the first time I really saw somebody. It wasn't the moving, the pacing, what you
No, because he
initially
does
think.
all that other extra stuff too, and that's fine. That's who he is, whatever. But this one specific joke, I think, is like such a good example of how you could elevate something from just like a totally, a very funny observation that I think a lot of comics have made, and then just separate yourself into being like the defining Ross joke.
Yeah. Well, that's a good point because he does a lot now. He does a little too much for my liking, honestly.
Yeah.
Like I think he really tries to do a little. I don't know. I think he's, but I got to open for him when he was doing that bit in front of like 100 people in a small club in Vegas,
Yeah.
and that thing. And I don't know if anything ever crushed like that. And that was like, but it was like really part of the joke where, I mean, Sebastian is huge, and maybe he has to do overact outs because he's playing arenas and for
Well, that's the
somebody
thing.
in a 20,000 seat.
You couldn't even do that act out on like half the comedy club stages in the world. It's too
Yeah,
big.
yeah.
He needs like theater stages just to exist.
Well, yeah, that's true. You're going to have to adapt to what stage you're on, or if. But I think I agree with you. That's the first time I was like, oh, he's really like that. The act outs were better than the jokes in the beginning. Then it all came together as one. But yeah, that's a legendary act out for sure.